Hello everyone and welcome to Kim's Cozy Corner. I'm surrounded by all of this delicious food and we're going to harvest some of it today. So I have my baskets and I have my gloves and we're going to harvest a ton of food. And this is the second harvest of this season that we're going to harvest some things I've never harvested before and some old favorites. So let me bring you in close and let's work on this bed here first. This is my elevated raised bed and I have all kinds of brassicas growing in here, onions, I got cauliflower, I got cabbage, onions, turnip greens, spinach, and radishes. And that's what we're going to harvest from this bed right now. And y'all, I love this bed. It's elevated and something is growing. Something is on this leaf. I want to make sure. So far, I haven't seen any bug damage, and I thought that was bug damage, but it's not. But anyway, let's get started harvesting. Now, I am in the shade. Hopefully, I can get this light enough so that you can see it. I got my baskets behind me, and I am going to harvest this square. These are called, what are they called? Cherry bell radish, I think is what it's called. I harvested a few of these earlier last week, or was it the week before? I don't know, y'all. My week's running together. But we're going to harvest quite a few of them because you see this right here? This means that they're going to seed. And when they go to seed, they're going to flower. And we're not going to do that. For those of you who were with me when I harvested these last time, I went ahead and I checked the radish because I hear you can eat the radish leaves. Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. It was not good to me. I've had some people tell me how to make it where it'll taste better. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't think I'm gonna try the radish again. That was not tasty at all to me. But we're gonna get this one completely cleaned out. Wow, that's a big one. We're gonna get all the radishes completely cleaned out. And then we will replant a couple squares, not today, in this bed, just not today. Now this one was all leaves and no radish on the end. And there's another one. There's a couple really nice radish in that group. A few, not many, but a few. So let's get this to the side and we're going to keep right on the harvesting. Now this bed is completely, well, there's a couple of baby radish over here trying to come in. We'll leave those. And a couple baby ones over here. We'll leave them until I'm ready to really harvest or until I'm ready to replant this section here. And we're going to move on over. And we're going to move on over right here to these turnip greens. And y'all, I have ladybugs all throughout my garden. The ladybugs, that's a good thing. If you find a ladybug in your garden, just remember that's a good thing. Treat them with kindness because those ladybugs will get in there and they will eat and get rid of all of those little pests that you don't want, like your aphids and things like that. So ladybugs are friends of the garden. And there's a ladybug crawling here. You going back to sleep. I won't bother you. So these are 7-top turnip greens. I wonder why they call them 7. There's definitely more than 7 stems coming out of this. But I know it's not creating a turnip underneath. So y'all, I was out of town for a funeral back in North Carolina, which that's where I grew up, was in the mountains of North Carolina. And while I was down there, I went back to that same feed and seed store that I've gone to many times in the past, and I asked them if they had rape, whatever seeds. And sure enough, guess what, y'all? They had them. They had them, and they had. I'm like, give me a pound. And it was like, I don't think you really want a pound of those seeds. But they had them, so I purchased them so that we can get some of those planted. It's probably too late right now because it's starting to warm up, but this fall we're going to plant a ton of them. And in addition to that, I talked about how I wanted some of those greens, rape, what do they call it? Dwarf, rape, wrap, dwarf. I'll put it up here what it really is. And apparently canola oil comes from them. People use it for cover crops. They use it for crops for the animals to graze on. But I grew up eating them and I think they're delicious. So now I know what it is. People gave me links online where I could go and purchase it. And so I had already bought some online. And then I went to my hometown in Shelby, North Carolina. Yes, Shelby, North Carolina is where I grew up, y'all. And found them at the feed and seed store. So I'm good there. Y'all, I probably got enough seeds now to grow enough for everybody in the state of Ohio. I just went a little crazy over these seeds, but I just loved it growing up. It's one of my favorites, and so I now will be able to grow it. So many of you went looking for me as well, trying to find these seeds for me, and I appreciate that. And we are going to have some. We're going to try it. We're going to have some. I know for some people, they've never had it before, but they want to try it. So let me know what you think about it for those who went out and bought that type of green. And let's see if my memory served me well. And I really did love it as much as I remember loving it. This is the second harvest on the turnip greens over here. And I'm hoping to get a couple more before it gets too hot and it goes to seeds. So there's one handful, and I'm going to be picking turnip greens from a couple different places. Throw it in the basket here. I don't think I'm going to harvest spinach today because I don't plan on harvesting lettuce, and I like to harvest that at the same time. So we will hold on the spinach, and we will keep harvesting turnip greens. I keep dropping my leaves. Where did it go? Maybe oh, there it is. All right, so we're going to move over just next door here, and we're going to harvest from this GreenStalk. All my little seedlings have come in. Y'all see this right here? We'll be planting these really, really soon. These are all of my squash and cucumbers, and what else is over here? Melons. So we will be planting that really soon. Today, we are just getting turnips. Turnip greens, not the turnips. And y'all look how big that is. Oof. Oof, that first batch was so good, y'all. I mean, it was so good. And now I wish I had planted even more turnip greens because I never get enough to put up for the winter months. And I really want to be able to do that this year. The thing that I like about turnip greens over collard greens is that you don't have to chop them up. This wilts down, you eat it all. You don't have to get the stem out because some people don't like the stems of collard greens. I'm one of them. That's why I pick them young so I don't have to worry about the thick stem. But for turnip greens, y'all, I don't have to do anything. Just like that, pick it. It's already the right size. Oh, uh-oh. I see a worm, y'all. That worm can't stay there. Oh, where did he go? But he can't stay there wherever there was. There he is. You can't be gnawing away. I know it tastes good. That's why it's for me and not for you. All right. Anyway. Oh, yeah, he done ate himself. He's fat and happy now. I can see everywhere he done ate. But we will have to get those picked here very soon. I just was trying to wait till I had enough for a bunch since none of this is a collard green, since these are all turnip greens. Now these in the bottom are collard greens down here. But up here, I'm making sure I don't have any more worms. And I have not put anything on my plants. No kind of pesticides or anything like that. These are all natural. I've done nothing for them. But if I see a worm, it's got to go. The worms cannot live on my plants that I need to eat. And even though they're all natural, organic, nothing's on it, I'm still going to wash them thoroughly when I get indoors. I know some people say that they don't wash their greens and stuff. Yeah, I can't do that. I gotta wash them. That's not an option. All right, now we're up at the top. I thought I threw a bug on myself, y'all. Boy, look at that. That's beautiful. It's a perfect leaf. And even though I saw one worm, that's the only one I saw. And I do have insect covers for this, for my GreenStalks. But yeah, I haven't pulled them out to use them. But if you are having a really bad bout with like worms and cabbage moths and all that kind of stuff, GreenStalk does offer insect covers that you can use. I just haven't needed them. Now in this pocket, I got collards and turnip greens growing. Y'all, these seeds got mixed up bad. Yep, I see turnips. Well, here's my turnip haul so far. And this is how many I got the first time I harvested. But I have more to harvest. Let's go get them. Well, somehow or another, I messed up. And I didn't get any of the broccoli harvest on camera. But here are some of the heads of the broccoli right here. They look amazing. There's no bug damage whatsoever. And these are off of 10 plants growing in one bed. And this broccoli will continue to produce for me throughout the season because of where I placed it, at least in that bed. And I don't believe that's going to be the case for the broccoli in the other beds. But that's the broccoli. I'm sorry I didn't have the camera on. I get ahead of myself, y'all. But now we're going to harvest just a few, I think, peppers. Maybe. We'll see. So this is my hot pepper tower. And I'm not expecting any peppers on it. They are starting to bloom a little bit. But no peppers ready to be harvested except for this one here. So we'll take it. It's a Joe Parker and it was red a long time ago. I just never harvested it. Yeah. This is one of my sweet peppers. It's not even a hot pepper. It's a sweet pepper. And I harvested it. I set it on top of the GreenStalk and it's been out here for several days. So we'll take that one as well. But let's head over to the sweet pepper GreenStalk and I'll show you what we're going to harvest in there. At least I think we're going to harvest. But on the way, we're going to stop by and look at my dwarf tomato GreenStalk as well. So this is my dwarf GreenStalk. Dwarf tomato GreenStalk. And everything looks amazing in here. It's super green. There's a little bitty tomato growing right there. So they're starting to put fruit on. But we're headed over to the sweet pepper GreenStalk. Now, I'm not 100% sure I have something over here or not, but we're going to take a look as we move this around. Oh my God, it is full, and I do mean full of blooms. Some of these are. Trellising's in. That one's not green yet. Oh, there's a big one down there. It's going to be a yellow monster, but it's not ready either. But tons of blooms on here. Some of the fresh plants that we just put in, King of the North. This one's interesting. It split into 2 plants. So that one's going to give me 2. There's a new one right there. Oh, did I miss this one? There's another one. It's not ready yet. Well, yeah. Oh, here's one. I knew there was something over here. This is a Jimmy Nardello, and it's red. And I think that's really it because nothing else has quite turned yet. Things are turning, they just haven't completely turned. And we're going to wait until the red or orange or green or yellow or purple or whatever color they're supposed to be. Let's move on over and let's pick the last of the broccoli because I do have a little bit over there, and maybe let's pick a cabbage. So I could let these go just a little longer because they're small, the heads are small, but the heads are starting to separate, which usually means that I need to pick it. If the heads were still nice and tight, I would let them keep going. Now this isn't my favorite variety, but it's still broccoli, and I'll take all the broccoli I can get. So there's the broccoli. We're going to harvest the cabbage from over there. So before I jump in and grab that broccoli, y'all, I thought I saw some bread over here. And I did. Yesterday I had my first strawberry, and today I'm going to have my second one. Oh, that's so sweet. And I'm going to have my third one. Yep. I'm going to eat all of these. The girl's not getting them. I'll let them get the strawberries from over there. I won't let them know that I had to do a quality check on these first. And don't get me wrong, there are plenty of strawberries over here too. I'm going to show them to you so you don't think that I'm taking from the girls. So over here, these are loaded with strawberries. Absolutely loaded with strawberries over here. And no bug damage. So I will let the girls come home from school today, and I will let them go to town over here harvesting all of the little red strawberries. The strawberries back here are a little more protected. There's one back there. And over here. So the girls have strawberries. Y'all look over there. That's my little bird bath. We'll look at that later though. That's not why we're here. All right, now this, I think it's a Hilton. I don't forgot what it is, but it's a Napa cabbage. And y'all, we're gonna harvest it. I almost harvested it last week and I changed my mind. We will harvest it today so we can replant this pot with something else. So let's get it out of here. Now we started growing this indoors and we brought it outside. There were 3 plants in the pot. The other 2 died. That's why we brought it outside, actually, because we thought it was dead. And it said, nope, I'm not dead. I'm still here and I'm still kicking. Y'all look at that. Boy, that's a nice cabbage right there. And the broccoli. Y'all, we doing something here. We got cabbage, we got broccoli, we have turnip greens, we got, what else is in there? A couple peppers and some radish. That's our harvest for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. We're gonna keep these harvests coming and we will start weighing them as well. So until next time, and I hope there will be a next time that you hang out at Kim's Cozy Corner with me. Bye.